All right, ladies, as you have come to recognize, I'm a true connoisseur of fine jewelry. I'm certain that you've noticed that just by watching Explore Tulsa.
Oh, brother, I hope you don't really believe that. But you have gotten lucky finding very talented Tulsans making amazing products.
Just like I said, for example, Jill Donovan of the Rustic Cuff featured in the September issue of Oprah magazine.
That's right. Emily Wickersham from NCIS is wearing some Rustic Cuff and looking very fashionable. Wait a minute, what are you doing reading Oprah?
It was left in the men's room and I was flipping through the pages.
Well, I went to law school, which is a great place to start when you want to make jewelry. And I went to law school and then I became a divorce attorney and had couple babies and decided I did not want to do that anymore, so I became an adjunct law professor at the University of Tulsa. And a couple of years ago I decided to just take a little sabbatical and stop teaching. And when I did, I was laying in bed one night and I thought, you know what, I want to do something creative, something totally different than my profession. And so I thought, yeah, why not cuffs? One thing led to another, and I spent $250 on supplies just through the internet. Didn't know what to get, wasn't even talking to anybody about this, and had all these supplies come in, and I sat in the back room, which is our guest bedroom, and just experimented. And so a girlfriend of mine who worked at Saks here in Tulsa, she asked me if I would make one for her she just had a baby, with her daughter's name. So I did, and gave it to her, and she wore it every day. She called me a week or two later and said, I have like over 20 girls, sales associates and customers that want to buy one. And I said, oh no, this is just a hobby. I'm not selling these. And she said, well, you have to set a price because they want to buy one. And so I didn't know anything about setting prices, and I think I just said, okay, $38 for them. And so I got tons of orders just from that. I just decided, you know, okay, people want to buy these, so I'm going to put my all into it, and it sort of evolves from the hobby into the business when you realize that I knew I couldn't handle it myself. So after a year and a half of being in the guest bedroom by myself and trying to figure it all out, and the money, you know, I would just put it back into the business, I realized one day that that this had grown to the point that I needed a little help. It was bigger than just me in the middle of the night by myself. I had this big whiteboard of everybody that I wanted to see wear a rustic cuff that was in the public eye, and people that I liked, that I would want represent. So I had like Miranda Lambert, people on the morning talk shows on NBC, ABC, just people that I watched. And I put all their names up there, and then I sat down and I made, for each person I made like 5 custom cuffs. I did just this Lord Blitz thing, and I found places to send them to, or I contacted their agent or manager, and all at once I sent out like 20 to all these people that I admired. And then I sat back over the next 2 months and I just waited and would tape the shows or get the magazines. And I was looking on the internet and I saw Miranda Lambert wearing one of my cuffs at one of her big concerts in Texas. And then I looked and I saw, you know, the next night she was wearing another cuff, and she had probably like 20 by this point. And then I started noticing on the Today Show, I would see Kathy Lee Gifford wearing it every day, like 3 or 4 days a week, and I was like, okay, this is freaky, because it all just started from me sitting at my computer with zero money, no money, and I didn't have to put an ad somewhere and say, and so this was just a really great way to measure whether or not people were liking these. Really, this whole thing has taken a village. You know, if anybody says, wow, are you just amazed at how far you've come? And I think really, I would never have made it to this point if it would have just been me. I mean, I look around, I think we have 11 people here who are full-time, and I think without one of those people, you know, there would be like a missing link in what we do or how far we've come.